Hello friends and welcome back for episode 8 of our Rogue Legacy Let's Play. Today, we're going to be taking our assassin through the castle, and you may wonder, where on earth is she? Well, because you're probably way smarter than that, you've already figured out. I understand how to use my cloaking power, and I'm going to try and use that a little bit more frequently, perhaps. And I think we'll just run into things. What's our character's name again? Lady Priscilla III, the assassin. Alright, let's jump into it. Can I tell you a little secret? Recording Rogue Legacy has to be my favorite part of the day in my recording duties now. Not that I don't enjoy the indie impressions videos or anything, but like, this is just, I'm playing this like recreationally, just as much as for the Let's Play. It is probably just the highlight of like games that I want to hang out and play with. And I think it's pretty cool that we get to have this little moment, enjoy ourselves, and it seems like you guys are enjoying it just as much as I'm enjoying playing it, so that's pretty much all I could ever ask for. So we're going to just try and do our best here, get a whole bunch of gold. I'm not sure exactly how I'm supposed to use this cloaking ability to the best use. I mean, it just seems like, for the most part, you're just trying to kill stuff really, like, overtly. There's no real stealth to this game, but maybe I'll figure out a way to use it. Hey, look, a jukebox. And a lot of turkey so far. So where are we in territory for... Oh, yep, pistol shrimp, right. Where are we in terms of gold territory? I think we need at least over 1,000 to make it a useful run. Still gotta remember I gotta use my, my jumping ability here as a fly. It's kind of weird since you're seeing these a little out of sequence. I've been taking like a day or a 2-day break between recording sessions, which actually I didn't really want to do, but I just ended up having to do it out of necessity because of other obligations. So sometimes I get a little bit out of phase or like out of practice just in that short amount of time, and I forget like the trajectory of what my character was up to. I don't think it's going to be a problem or anything. I just wanted to let you know the behind the scenes going on with that. There's some gold. Oh, that looked like quite a bit there. 410 already, and hardly taken... Have we taken maybe 1 or 2 hits so far? Oh, well, okay, there we go. Still going to be continuing to try and not just run into stuff. That would be really ideal for me. So as an assassin, I'm going to hit real hard. Okay, maybe I don't really want to be here still. The Maya is, I'm told, the 3rd place to go. We really want to be headed to the forest next, not up here. But I just felt like maybe I should try and kill a couple of these guys. Oh, come on, he's just going to pull me up? That wasn't fair. Alright, well, I didn't really want to be there. It just took most of my health. Maybe this first life is just going to be a bit of a throwaway, unfortunately. I wasn't really counting on that happening, actually. I kind of thought we were going to have a pretty good one, but we'll see. Maybe I can still pull it back in. So what's over here? Oh, hello. Wow, I can't believe that didn't kill me, actually. Oh, a lot of you told me with regard to getting to those chests that you can't look at. I'm not sure I said this in a previous episode, that you can swipe and immediately move backward and you can sort of moonwalk. So I guess that's one way to do that without having the dash ability, which I still don't. Oh, wow, okay, well, you want to gamble. I guess this would be a gamble. I kind of want to try this. I guess there's not really that much to lose. If I die, I'll just pick a different class. Preferably another Lich or something. I feel like those are going to be good for me. Alright, so I'm going to run forward, I'm going to hit jump, and then I'm going to try and guide myself over to that chest. That didn't work. Alright, well, Lady Priscilla slipped and was impaled by spikes. That is actually exactly what happened this time. Alright, we've got a Lich Queen. Feed off the dead, start weak, gain permanent life. Likes the ladies. We've got a Hokage. And another Hokage. Alright, so definitely the Lich then in this case. 590 gold is almost not enough to buy anything. I could get an attack up, I could get a mana up, I could get a magic damage up. I think that's about it. I'm just going to get the attack up and call it a day. Right, so, Scumbag Rockley Smile says I'm going to make sure I use that stealth ability more, and immediately doesn't use it at all. Well, to be fair, the trajectory of that run was definitely not the way I intended it to go. But we'll see. Maybe I'll have a better opportunity later on. See that strategic downward thrust? Making sure that I have a little bit of time to recover in case there happens to be something underneath me. I'm trying to think here. If only I could play like Dark Souls, just keep my shield up the whole time. I guarantee I would do better. And I've got a spike ball bouncy thingy for my special ability. which probably is going to be pretty useful. I think that's one that bounces around corners and stuff. Make sure we get all the furniture. Still want to hit those torches, man. I know this isn't Castlevania, but I just wish something would happen when I hit into them. Oh, this spike ball is going to be in an annoying spot. So I just want to go across this gap and to the right. Oh, and thanks for telling me, guys, that the mini-map is also just as useful for finding chests. I don't actually have to open up the big map for that. I don't know, for some reason, I mean, I got that, but at the same time, like, I wasn't really processing it, that I needed to just, like, not bother. Alright, onward. What do we have in here? We've got a chest. Alright, definitely want to pursue that. Oh, okay, well, that didn't really work. I'm, like, one moment away from being able to get up to there. Okay, well, can we just not die, please? Oh yeah, you're really helpful, thank you for that. Pretty much just avoided it entirely, and we barely got any gold out of that either. Take no damage, take no prisoners. What do I have to do in this one? Is there gonna be... There's probably gonna be a whole bunch of portraits I have to watch out for. Probably have to just fly across this whole gap. I can't even do that. I don't have that kind of flight ability. Well, I could still come back from this, maybe, if I get really lucky. Oh, or not. Maybe we'll just die right now. Now, I guess this is justice served for the castle. Maybe it's getting its revenge on me after I had gotten such a particularly good run last episode. Not to spoil anything, but I think it went fairly well. What do we have here? Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Let's go to the blacksmith. Anything I can buy from him? I don't think there is, actually. I think we're pretty much good to go on that. What's the cape cost? $4.25. Okay, I could actually buy the night cape. Not that it would really help me a whole lot, but just to have it, I guess. I just hate wasting gold, really. Alright, so we got a Hokage. I think I'm going to actually switch back to double jump instead of flight. That's this... Which one is it? This one. Where's my double jump? I have retaliation rune. I don't have it here. Who has my double jump? Oh, it's this one. Okay, right, so I just switched it for another vampirism. I guess that makes sense then. Yep, okay, so we'll double jump and fly? How's that work? Oh, okay, I can get like a triple jump then out of that. Maybe that's going to be the most useful way to go. Try this out once. I mean, the vampirism's real good, but I do like to play around with different combinations occasionally. Maybe that'll be a little bit more useful. We'll see. So Hokages are super powerful, and they can turn into logs. This particular Hokage doesn't seem to have ability to see in 3 dimensions, so we're functioning like Paper Mario mode right now. Really doesn't seem to affect anything as far as I can tell. Like, I mean, yeah, it looks a little different, but I don't think it really changes the way the game works in any meaningful way. Kind of an interesting representation that, like, yes, you do see things turn in space, but not the way you would expect. Do I have a way to deal with these guys? Maybe I could, like, axe them to death slowly and then work my way down? I just have to take no damage. It doesn't say I can do no damage. I don't think that's going to be possible, but... No, alright, well, screw it then. Might as well murder all these fools, get all their gold. I am tired of failing every single challenge for these fairy chests, I'm telling you. Yeah, I know, I can't get it. I know. Might as well take all the damage then. Just totally squandered this run now. And what is this going to take me to? Hopefully not the underworld, nope. Although I think I'm headed there real soon. Alright, a little bit of health up, that's fine with me. Alright, there it is, the Land of Darkness. Not interested, thank you though. Again, we're going for the forest, then we're going to go for the Maya, and then we're going to go for the Land of Darkness, and that should unlock the final area. Maybe quite a few levels yet until we're ready for that kind of a challenge. What did I get? I got a recipe, a blueprint for a blood sword. Alright, so now I can get vampirism on my sword, which is kind of a cool thing to have. Provided the weight distribution does not make it worse. And yes, I do know this is an area where a dwarf should be able to fit through. Hopefully I've proven that in previous episodes by now that I understand that concept. I know I got that comment quite a few times. I actually see another one right here. So sometimes it's useful to be small. It's more of a help than a hurt, really. I mean, it makes you more mobile, it makes you able to dodge stuff easier, and in general, it just opens up a bunch more areas you can go through. And there's another one right here. There seems to be quite a few secrets here. Wow, we've got 2 scary gladiators. Used up all my MP on that. I have very little MP. Maybe I should put more time and effort into scaling my MP up a little bit to match the level that I'm at. 60 seems like it's just gone immediately. And I should be able to, yeah, I can go quite a ways now with the combination of a double jump and flight. Hopefully that should help me out of some of these predicaments that I keep getting into with, like, mobility problems. Well, it's worth a shot anyway. And I still do have some vampirism as far as I know, right? I think I had 1... Well, I have the balance rune at the very least. Yeah, 1 and 3 each hit, for each kill, rather. Alright, things are starting to look a little bit better. Those potions don't really give you a whole lot of MP, do they? Well, I guess I could upgrade that ability as well, but you know, there's only so much money to go around. You know, they really give you a lot to pay for if you choose to. And I choose to, I just don't have the sufficient funds for it, so... Oh yeah, that's not conspicuous at all. Let's just put that freaking Doomvis hanging out over top of a bookshelf, and nobody will notice that at all. This guy's got issues. You can tell that they wiggle around a little bit. That's the tell on them if you hadn't noticed already. I'm sure you all have. Alright, so, I mean, we pretty much turned around a run that was looking very bleak to pretty much back to the status quo here. I'm okay with that. We'll just keep meandering about. Maybe we'll make our way back to the forest. That is a poorly scaled web sprite. Not a problem, though. Let's keep going up. There's the boss room that I can't go in, but we're going to get a nice gold bonus, and probably a turkey leg or 2, or maybe a potion. Yep. Alright, well, I just needed the potion, really, more so than the turkey leg, considering I was at full health already. But still, I won't object. I don't think I can leave it there anyway. You know, you can't take the turkey with you, as they say. Alright, you shoot a blood ball. There we go. Sometimes the fact that the damage that I do to enemies, the way it appears in red, sort of confuses me, and I think I just took a hit, even though I wasn't anywhere near getting hit. And maybe that's something that you could, like, mod and change the hex value for or something. I would prefer that it was, like, yellow or something, and then player damage was red, just to make it a little easier to notice, you know, when you're specifically getting hit, because a lot of times you get in these big pile-ups with tons and tons of enemies, and you can't tell if you're the one really doing the damage or you're more so receiving it. You know, it's really not a big deal, but it's just one of those things that at a glance could make a difference, sort of subtly, in the mind state of the person playing. It's that, the game feel. You know how people talk about certain, wines have a mouth feel, or just certain foods? You know, games have a game feel, sometimes, and there are little minor cosmetic elements like that that aid in giving us those little hints and subtle nuances that make us appreciate how we feel about a game on a kind of intangible level, I would say. I mean, to get super esoteric here, just sort of having a little journey around that thought. Oh, wow, okay, well, let's just run into some spikes for no apparent reason. That seems like a real good idea. And up we go. I suppose we're probably going to run into the Maya any moment again. Alright, I'll take that turkey. There it is. Let's not bother them. Seem to have a real good thing going where they are, so, you know, let's live and let live for now. Doomvis and... or Doomvas. That's the other better way to say it. Probably the more classy, elegant way. Elegant the Elephant. That's a name you probably would never name an elephant. They're not classy animals in general. Although, I don't mean to be, like, shots fired on elephants right now. They can be classy. I assume they have the potential. Just most of the ones I've seen, they've been pretty clumsy. Alright, we made our way to the forest, and by the way, I'm not sure why I'm just, like, throwing out disses on elephants at all. I don't even know how I got there. Just get a little silly sometimes. You have a little too much coffee, sometimes you start rambling about elephants, I guess. That was quite a little journey down to the ground floor. Okay, we've got a lot of stuff here to worry about. I'll just get hit by most of it, and then we'll figure it out afterward, right? Yeah, okay, well, if you want to just teleport in front of me, that seems like a good plan for you. I think I will probably choose not to do something like that. Okay, well, maybe this is a really bad room for me to go in, but still, you know, 3K, roughly, in gold is nothing to sneeze at. I think that's actually a pretty good amount for a warm-up-ish run. This is my first recording session of the day for Rogue Legacy. Wow, okay, there's just a random spike ball there that I wasn't anticipating. And, yeah, so this is like a little warm-up run for me to get things back going again. I probably should have died right there, but thankfully the little bit of vampirism I had kept me back in the game. I may be one hit from death again. Man, the knockback on those shields is just wild. I would really appreciate a little bit more HP. Where can I find something like that? Probably not here. This is probably not an ideal place to be. Is this a challenge? How do I... Okay, well, I guess we'll never know. Sir Cellar II was done in by a projectile. Well, we still killed quite a few enemies as our Hokage class. Got a Giant Miner, an Archmage, and a Barbarian King. I'm going to go for the Barbarian King pretty much every time. And we've got a number of things we can buy here, so I should probably wait that out. I get Death Defy, I could get an Armor Up, I could get... What's this one? Unlock Spell Thief. I'm not super enthusiastic about a Spell Thief. What is this? Oh, we turn on a headlamp? What's that going to do for me, really? I don't know. Let's look back in here. We could check out the Blood Sword now. I guess that's an option. I'm not sure if that's really better in any meaningful way. I mean, granted, we're going to get a little bit more vampirism, but it's going to put us at our max weight limit. It's going to take away some damage and a bunch of health. I don't know, I feel like I'm sort of playing a runaround game if I try to do that. I do want to stack vampirism to some degree, but it's just like, the further into that I get, the further away from other stuff I get. So it's kind of hard to come up with a nice balance there. I feel like I have to keep the balance rune on just because I need the MP. Because as soon as I run through the MP, it's sort of just gone. I don't really get it back ever. Alright, let's just buy some stuff over here. I think this is probably the better call. I could get another health up. 10 HP is like so not that big of a deal, but then again, it adds up over time. How much is this? Armor up is 725, health up is 780, so I could afford both. And I could get another equip up perhaps, 71421, and still have a little left over. And then we buy a armor up, and that leaves me at 1457, so if I pick up one of these, I should have... Oh, just enough to not buy anything, really. Alright, well, I said I was going to buy a mana up anyway, might as well do that now. 570 out of that was actually, I think, a pretty good spending decision. Our knight is looking pretty badass, I have to say, and although very heavy, and the double jump plus the fly, though, makes me feel a little better about that. Alright, you can have 94% of my gold. I'm totally cool with that idea. So we've still got 3 gold. Big spender. Alright, well, we're doing better. I like those runs where you start in the first room, it's like, here's 100 gold for some reason. We just appreciate you hanging out. We're glad you came. Alright, let's not get hit by everything, please. It's really not a difficult obstacle right there, but I just happen to make it difficult by virtue of being so slow and rather clumsy, you know, like Elegant the Elephant. Oh, right, that's a shield wall. I was thinking that was daggers for a moment. I'm not even sure how I'm going to fight this guy, really. I guess I'll just engage him on his own turf. And now everything's going to take 2 hits. I was used to the Hokage. One gold bag, but it's got 120 gold, so I guess I can deal with that. I need a magnet. I need some kind of ability where if I hit Y, maybe I can just, like, pull all the coins that are in the area toward me. I think that would be a really beneficial move. Or, like, the reverse of my Fusdora, yeah, whatever it says, Fa Rodus. Oh, come on. Knockback, you're really gonna do that to me, huh? How am I gonna... Man, that is an annoying room. It's like exactly the wrong match for this type of class. Yeah, you come down here, and I'll take care of you just fine. There we go. Shield wall could maybe... Oh, yeah, knockback. That's the thing I can use. Let's try and use that. Ah, jeez. They're all over the place. Jeez. Man. Everybody take a chill pill for a minute here, and let's refocus our energies. Why are there so many? Taking all the damage that there is to take in this room. Worth pointing out, I am at level 45 now. I think we're probably approaching roughly near the area where I should be considering taking the forest a bit more seriously and really trying to spend our time mostly there. I mean, granted, I don't like to miss the chance for, like, an easy fairy chest whenever that's an option. But, yeah, I mean, just in general, I want to try and head in that direction. A blood chestplate, I can go almost full blood armor now. Kind of lucky that this stuff all happened to unlock. I've often wondered, like, is there a total random section for, like, how that picks what the blueprints are? Like, does it just draw one from a pool? Or is there some sort of a hierarchical progression to them? I'm not sure. I'm sure someone knows. Somebody out there that's been playing Rogue Legacy for many more hours than I've been able to. Kind of a weird thing doing a recording of a series like this, because the obvious thing for me would have been to just sit and play this for like 25 hours straight. That's probably what I would have done, but I've had to exercise a bit of restraint here because I want to not spoil the game for myself and also record it. And, you know, I can only record so many hours a day because I have, you know, other obligations to tend to, and then I also have to worry about rendering and uploading. So, I mean, in general, there's not really a way to get ahead of myself with this sort of a series. And even if there was a way, like if I could have 2 save slots, which I kind of wish I could, I still would probably not want to do it just because I don't want to know, like, exactly what the bosses are going to be. I want to experience these strategies firsthand. Yeah, I'll just wail on this guy's shield for a while. Just drop one of these two, maybe speed things up. Any day now. Hulk Guard, level 35, you're so green. There you go. You're not that hard, though. I mean, you really don't even put up a fight. Skittering Oregon Wolf. Got nothing for you, he says. Oh, jeez. I goop everywhere. You really have to keep doing this, huh? You just gotta keep throwing the stuff out. I guess I'll just keep taking hits then. Yeah, you just shoot over there. Oh, okay, bookshelf, right? Can't walk under the bookshelf. That makes things real annoying, actually. Like the worst possible spot for that guy to be. I kind of want to just like explore this for a minute since I'm here. It's probably way too hard for me, but I just kind of want to do it anyway. I mean, just for fun. We'll see what's here. Maybe we'll find some kind of cool bonus. Maybe there'll be a chest for me or some kind of like an event that would help me out in a good way. Chances are, if I do find a bonus of some sort, it's going to require that I have a skill or an ability that I won't be able to have. You know, like 3 stacks worth of flight ability or some silly thing like that. And everything's going to do way more damage because it's all higher level. It seemed like I could hit it the one time, but after that I couldn't. I'm not sure why. Oh, geez, there's like spikes and javelins shooting out everywhere. Well, you do get a little bit more gold out of things. I'm pretty happy about that. Got some sort of a chest up here in the top right. Alright, that's good. Appreciate it. By the way, have I mentioned yet the strut? The way that the characters walk in Rogue Legacy is probably one of my favorite things about the game. It's not like the most attitude of any strut I've ever seen. I'm just gonna not go this way. I know I'll just take some stupid damage that I could have just avoided. It's the combination of like the long sword, the little bit of a bounce, and the immediate jutting out legs. I mean, it's sort of like the way that those little silly dogs walk in the dog shows. You know, they make them like put their legs straight ahead of them somehow. I'm not even sure how they train the dogs to do that. But it just has a similar feeling to that to me. And just sort of makes it silly, I don't know. Gives a character at the very least. You know, so far I feel like I actually am doing reasonably okay in the Maya. I didn't expect to be able to hold my own here at all. I'm not sure that yet I have encountered anything so difficult that it's going to immediately knock me out, so that's probably why I'm getting a false impression that I'm doing okay. Take no damage. Take no damage. What is our goal here, though? Like, where are we going up to? Okay. I don't see myself probably fulfilling this. I think I'm going to try for it anyway. Alright. Totally lucky there. Siphon Rune on Bracers sounds like a real good thing for me. Oh, okay, well, there's some spikes. Well, thankfully the spikes don't seem to scale damage as we go up in difficulty in areas. Like, the area itself doesn't seem to have a level cap or a level, like, guideline to it. All of you things, just hit the sword, please. All of them. Come on. I'm getting a little bewildered here. Oh, man. Too much crappy damage. Doom trait. Okay, doom trait. Like a portrait. Of course, both of them are going to be that. Let me guess. I'm going to take some damage in the very near future. No? Okay, we survived. Okay, we've got a pairing of skittering wolves and also some blood balls shooting down at us. Not super thrilled about that, but I'm just going to try and bait the blood balls into one direction. And then I should be able to hopefully get over there. Do a little bit of jumpy, and we are almost out. There we go. We are to safety. So hopefully I'll find the boss room real soon. I kind of just want to jump in there and see what it is. Even though I'm totally cheating and going out of sequence. I don't think it's cheating, it's just, you know, slightly different. Yeah, there you go. Just run right into that. You'll do me some favors. I appreciate it. Do they not generate gold when you, oh, geez. This could be bad. Do they not generate gold when you kill them inside of a wall? Because I kind of need to know that. It is going to make a difference for how I choose to deal with some guys. So, you know, if you haven't noticed, I really kind of like the gold. I think that's kind of like a big part of why we're here. Really enjoy just wailing on this guy's shield, though. I think that's a lot of fun. Maybe we could wrap this up, Hulk Guard. Much appreciated. And to the left, we've got another one, and another pairing with an ice dude. Ison. Did I just... Oh, did I seriously just walk into his shield? That's the dumbest reason to die ever. Ugh. Alright, I'll do one more run. I was going to end it on this one if we lived a little bit longer, but that was super lame. Sir Scorpio the Paladin and 2 Hokage. OCD. Chickens freak you out. Alright, I'll do the Hokage. I should have enough to buy something, though. 2,000 seems good to me. We could do another armor up. We could do another attack up. It strengthens your attacks, but is there one that makes you attack faster? That's something I'd be interested in. I don't think there is, actually. Upgrade Knave. These are nothing useful. Should I upgrade and unlock the Spell Thief? No, I'm not going to do it yet. 740. I did get the Blood Plate or something like that. Let's look at our runes first. Those are probably the most important thing to check out. Oh, Siphon Rune just steals mana. Yeah, I mean, that's cool, but not the most useful for me. I still haven't gotten any runes for my cape. I don't know what's up with that. I assume it's a total fluke. And there we go, there's the Blood Chest. It's a pretty sweet name to have. So what do we gain? Well, we lose 2 armor, we gain 1 vampirism, and 30 health. Seems like a lot of health to me. I'm gonna not do that for now. I'm gonna actually spend it out here. I could just buy another health. Just be a little bit repetitive. I think the armor is fairly important. Yeah, I'm gonna buy the armor. And then 279 left is, I don't think, enough for any single thing. That's 500, okay. Yeah, we're good to go. Let's do this. I'm pumped. This is gonna be the run. I'm gonna find all the runes. We're gonna have such a good time. We're gonna crush every enemy in our way. We're gonna not hit into spike balls. We're gonna follow basic logical conventions of platformers. Try not to hurt ourselves for the most part. Well, there goes that idea already. I would love to encounter a few, kill all the enemies in the room to get a rune setups. I think that would be a lovely bonus for me right now. You know, it's kind of funny, like, sometimes the bonus is the fact that you now have an opportunity to get a bonus, like, just that you can even do it. Alright, this should be interesting. I think I can do this, though. Because I do have the secondary jump. Perfect. We've got a vault rune for sword. It should let you just, like, skip your way out. I can actually jump through this pretty quickly when I have a double jump. Alright, cool. So that one should... I think that was a vault rune, right? I already forgot. It was for another double jump, so I should be able to stack jumps now if I choose. Although I feel like the combination of... oh, okay, good. Hitbox was a little bit smaller than I expected. Having 3 jumps is probably not as useful as having 2 jumps and a fly. Oh, this is a pray for assistance, isn't it? Or is this just a straight-up fountain? It's a fountain. Okay, I never remember which one's which. I get those special, like, prayer rooms so rarely. And I don't think they necessarily can be, like, the complete tide-turner for the run, but they definitely can help. Oh, I mean, both of them can, but I meant specifically the trinkets you can get from the prayer rooms. I do really like that there's a huge element of variability to every run. I mean, there is, like, nothing in common from one run to the next. The rooms are so different. I mean, just even, like, the layouts to them most of the time are totally strange. They're totally varied. And there's so many different types of events and, like, strange mixed-up rooms that you kind of don't know what to expect every time. Yeah, okay, if I could get in there, I would probably go after this chest, but it's not going to be possible. Oh wait, I do have this teleporter thing, right? What's this do? That doesn't really help me, it just lets me warp. Yeah, I actually have never used that until just now. Oh, wait a minute. Can I actually teleport through? No. I thought maybe if I used my log ability, I could sort of, like, just glitch through that wall or something. Does not appear to be the case. Well, you can't fault me for trying, right? Alright, there's a little pile of gold. Shooting for a bare minimum of 2k. At this point, I think 1,000 runs are probably going to be... I mean, they'll be okay. I'm not going to be upset about them, but they're not going to get me as much as I would like. Are we clear in this room? Oh, we appear to be. That's kind of cool. I can just stand up on these barrels. Can I do a downward thrust? This is one way to approach the barrel scenario. Or the Russian doll scenario. You know, it's a scenario we run into from time to time. So far, everything's been pretty easy. I mean, we haven't had one of those, like, super obnoxious rooms like we did at the beginning of that other one where it was just this, like, wall of fireballs that I was too slow to get around. There are certain runs that just will basically seem like they're trying to sabotage you based on, wow, funny, I just mentioned that. And there it is. Some runs just seem to, like, try to sabotage you based on the type of character that you picked, and it's completely a fluke. I mean, the game doesn't know how to adjust for that. It's not the AI director, and honestly, even the AI director itself isn't that good at that, but, you know, for argument's sake, this is not either. Defeat all enemies. There is literally one enemy here, and I have no way to defeat it. Right? There's nothing I can do about this. If I could drop some sort of an axe through there, that would be super helpful, but I don't have that. I can teleport. I can replicate myself. That's not going to do anything for me, though. Alright, well, that's too bad. I would have really liked to get that. If I luck out and pick up an axe somewhere, I'll try to remember to come back. Although, I'm not sure I've ever... Well, maybe like one time have I ever picked up a different spell or a different weapon and actually had it be useful. Again, totally luck of the draw. It seems like some of those conventions, the fact that, like, there are other spells that'll occasionally spawn in rooms, they happen so infrequently that there almost is not a whole lot of use to them. You know, the chances of you actually needing the spell for some reason to unlock something in the castle in sort of like a Metroidvania-esque style, it just doesn't seem to line up very often. But then again, that may be also canceled out by the fact that I'm not really playing a balanced game yet. I haven't gotten to the point in the game where I'm able to see the majority of the rooms that are on offer for me, so maybe as I'm able to move through the Maya and the forest and the underworld, I will start to notice more variability and more usefulness for those sorts of setups. I really didn't need to go murder that knight. It was really just a bad idea all around. Sometimes, you know, passion takes over, and you lose sight. Wow, that was real dumb. I can't believe that turned around and fired a rocket exactly the moment I came after it. Probably should have done a downward attack on it, right? Pretty sure that's what you would have said to do. Like that. At least I was able to redeem myself there. I definitely like the OCD trait. I think that's what's giving me the +1 MP for killing furniture. You know, I wanted to kill it anyway, and I could use the MP, so why not? Well, not right now, but I could in general. Right now our MP's actually maxed out, and I would like to use some of my MP, but unfortunately I don't really see a whole lot of practical applications for having this quantum translocator, whatever it was called. I mean, I'm sure there are some, I'm not sure what they are yet. Alright, I'm like probably 1 or 2 hits away from death here, depending on what I get hit by. Keeping that in mind, moving forward here. Okay, now we've got at least 2. Probably 3. I'd really rather not go to the forest yet if it can be helped. What do I have for other rooms to explore? There's really only the one all the way back there. I'm gonna guess, though, that's gonna be a pretty large area, considering all the stuff that... I'm gonna go back. The longer I take sitting and thinking about it, the longer it's gonna take to just, you know, make up my mind and then actually run. In which case, we're just wasting everybody's time, so might as well just start running, and I'll continue complaining and exclaiming along the way. And look at that, we're already pretty much there. That wasn't so bad, was it? Yeah, I had a feeling you were a Doomvass. I'm gonna be kind of disappointed if this ends up just terminating in a dead end. I don't think it's gonna, though. No, there's a door there. Glad I can kill those guys in 1 hit. Oh, we've got a carnival. How lovely. I'm glad I went back for this then. Alright, maybe this will be the time that I can capitalize on the carnival. Alright, which one do we have? Is today the axes? It is the axes again. I haven't run into the one I used to have, which is... Wait a minute. Could I have run out of here with the axes and used that to go... Whatever, too late now. Wait, can I still leave? No, it's locked off. Yeah, I've never seen the dagger one since I've started this run. Or this run of the game, I should say. I really am not that good at this, apparently. I have to finish with 10 left, huh? I don't even see a way to do that. Close! 3 shy of it. Alright, well, I'll take the gold bonus anyway. I'm not going to be upset about that. If you could just, like, give me back the axes. You wanna... Yeah, okay, fine. Thought maybe you just want to be charitable and help me out with that. I didn't think so, really, but, you know. Might as well try. Alright, so we're gonna go on to the forest. Oh, there is actually another room back over to the bottom left. I don't care. I'm gonna move on now. I think I have enough health to sustain me through a couple of hits at least. We gotta go down. Okay. And right, and up, and right. Onward and rightward. Oh, you know, I should have just taken that teleporter. That was pretty dumb. Probably would have been closer that way. Part of me is thinking I should just do, like, all vampirism and see how that goes. Like, as much vampirism as I can hold on to with the amount of weight restriction that I have. Would be kind of cool to see if that... Wow, what are you doing to me? That freaking knockback is insane. It becomes like gravity from another planet. And if you don't go with it and you try to fight it, it like sticks you up in the air, which is a really strange feeling. Alright, with these spikes being paired up like that is not a pleasant idea. Alright, there we go. Very large room, I have to say. There's a chest up on the top right. I might as well go for that. A lot of these shield guys. I wonder what the proper way to fight them is other than just jump over them and try and hit them from the other side. Mega Man style. Oh, really? You're gonna leave your spike ball there for me, huh? Whatever. It should hopefully turn into a coin in a moment if the bouncing technique works the way that I thought it did. There it goes. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the restriction is, but it seems like if it bounces so many times within a given amount of time, it will turn into a penny, or a, you know, gold piece, I guess. Can you please stop teleporting crap all over the screen? So, it's a creative attack, I'll give you that. But it's pretty frustrating. Oh, I died already! I wasn't ready to go yet. I thought we had a long way ahead of us. Retribution runes can damage invulnerable objects. That's good to know, actually. That would be a way that I can fight some stuff that's been bugging me for a while. We've got a miner, a paladin, and a Hokage. I'm gonna go for... they're all kind of bad. I'll pick the Paladin this time. They're not really all kind of bad, I'm just being whiny, I guess. So 39.75. I'm going to try and invest in some blood stuff, just so we can have a more creative run next time. Got the blood sword here for 500. That's super cheap to unlock. I am at weight capacity right now, though. I'm just going to see how this goes. It might go terribly. Might go okay. We'll see. And blood chest is now there, but I'm going to need to buy another weight capacity up for that to work. Oh, and wasn't there a rune also? I think I just got another... Oh, I got the vault rune. So I can switch... Yeah, there's not really a lot of reason to do that. I was going to say I can switch my double jump off of this one in favor of the vampirism there, so I get like a little bit more, but I still like having the balanced rune. Well, I did already buy it. And then put my double jump over here. And it's sort of a superficial trade-off, I suppose. It's not the most useful thing, but, you know, we're getting one more tick of vampirism. Wait, so looking on my chart at the bottom, yeah, okay, that's pretty much the way I wanted it. And we'll just get the weight up, which should allow me to have enough money to equip that blood chest. And the next run, we'll give that a go. And my health is going to be super low, and my armor is also not so hot. But, you know, should be interesting anyway. Do I have any other blood equipment that I can equip? I think that's it. Oh, and I've got the blood cape, which is going to require me to buy, like, 2 more weight ups? Jeez. Well, I still have 1,165 gold. I could buy another one, but I kind of would rather buy a health. Yeah, I think we're getting as much as we're going to get out of it. I might as well buy a health. And I think this is a pretty good moment to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much, guys, for watching and sticking around, hanging out with me. Rogue Legacy, again, pretty much my highlight of the day. So I hope you enjoyed it as well as I did. But as always, you know, if you enjoyed it, feel free to show your support in any way you can. Leave your comments, let me know how things are going for you. I am eager to talk to all of you. You know, leave your likes if you don't mind. It does help me out. But that is entirely up to you guys if you think that's something that you would care to do. So, that will do it. I hope you guys have a lovely night, and I will see you real soon with another episode. Later.